So now we're going to cross live to the Australian module of the International Space Station. Hello, can you hear me? Paul?
Oh, hi.
But is that where you've been for 2 weeks?
Is there something wrong with that?
What are you doing on the International Space Station?
Well, it's the only place I could come to read where, some bastard wouldn't spoil Harry Potter for me. John So.
Well, do you have a review?
Yes, I have.
Alright then. Well, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the final book in the much vaunted Harry Potter series. Paul, you've read them all. How does it rate?
Well, it rates very highly. Very, very highly. And one of the best things about it is the plot, which proceeds as follows. Essentially, it starts at the Dursleys, as per usual, and Harry's waiting to get rescued by the Order of the Phoenix. They rock up in the middle of the night, and there's the usual shebang, and then they all fly off, and they use basically. 6 Now, you want to keep that under your hat. They get picked off one by one. Harry arrives at the Weasley's house. He dies. It's fantastic. So, is dead. Then they proceed to the wedding, and the wedding's proceeding quite nicely, and everyone's dancing, and there's the usual tension between Ron and Hermione, and then Ron, Hermione, and Harry have to run into the wilderness, pursued by. This goes on for a few months with, bits of news coming in from all over the place. Fight, leaves, and then they get caught by Death Eaters, and they're at the house, and this is really good. It's a great, great part of the book. And they escape. Dies, and dies, and they're on the beach, and there's a nice big farewell scene, and everything's very, everyone's very naturally because, died. And then, Endgame starts, and they go to the Battle of. The Battle is quite good, you see, and, block your ears. Several people die here. Dies. 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 And then dies. And that's awfully violent, but don't worry about that. And then, comes back to life, and that's, that's nice. And, the big fight, goes on, and his mum kills and then dies, and the whole thing ends in a big puff of smoke. And then, of course, and they all live ever after.
So, in conclusion, is it a fitting end to the series?
Yes, it's perfect. It's a fantastic end. It's filled with amazing twists and turns. There's plot points that you just do not see coming. But, and this is a big but, you will never enjoy this book if some bastard goes and spoils the plot for you. John So.